Welcome on in, everybody. Tobin here with you. Thank you for checking out the channel. Miami Heat, of course, coming off that loss against the Golden State Warriors. Off today. Practice on Thursday. They'll be back in action on Friday against the Portland Trail Blazers as they are trying to avoid this play-in, see if they can get their seed going, hopefully get some bodies back. And a little bit of a storm today injury-wise with the Miami Heat. If you guys have not gotten the news today, Tyler Herro commented on a Shams Charania quote from a tweet. Heat versus haters. Love you guys. Although I keep saying guys, I'm pretty sure it's just one guy running Heat versus haters. Shams had been on FanDuel TV with Michelle Beadle, had given an injury update on the Miami Heat and where they stand with things. And he had said that Duncan Robinson, very optimistic. The back looks good. Should be back in 1 to 2 weeks. And then with Tyler Herro, this was the way that he worded it, where he was like, there's a little bit more worry there. Here's the clip.
Duncan Robinson, there's optimism he's going to be back at least within the next week or so. He got testing on his back injury, but the good news is it showed no major damage. The hope is he's back sometime in the next week. The big worry is Tyler Herro. He has not played in a while. There's no real sense when he'll be back and when he'll be available. He got a PRP shot a couple weeks ago. Still no clear sense on the timeline.
Okay, so this got a reaction from Tyler, who is reacting to a quote from that on the on this. And Tyler Herro had seen this on Heat vs. Haters, and they put the quote from Shams. Tyler Herro has not played in a while. There's no real sense on when he'll be back. Tyler Herro answered this with a cap emoji, which if you squares out there don't know, that means he doesn't think it's true. That's cap. In fact, if you guys don't remember, Tyler Herro, he loves the cap emoji. Threw it out there during all the trade rumors this summer. In fact, we were talking like a couple of hip kids at Heat Media Day about what's cap. I wanted to know what cap was. Here was Tyler Herro on what's cap.
What was cap? Can that be revealed? What was that? What was the cap?
We've seen it. We've seen what was cap. I mean, everything that they people were saying was all cap.
Was it more annoying hearing what people think of you, like all that outside noise, or is it more just annoying because it's like a lot of BS just swirling around you?
Probably more of it's a lot of bull. Yeah, just a lot of different sources who aren't sources saying things that they don't know. But it's part of the business, and that's what you realize, and it's somebody's job to report.
You guys will catch up one day, with the cool lingo, But for now, you guys could just try and follow along. So there was that, and then there was this tweet from Tyler Herro that I think really, I thought it was pretty obvious, but a lot of people took it the wrong way because I thought I just read it, I was like, oh, he's being, because the kids don't know what cap means, the idiots out there. So he had just then said afterwards, I just had a great workout, but I ain't coming back no time soon. And I just kind of I could see with the smart assness of that being like, but I'm not coming back anytime soon. Like, obviously he is, being sarcastic. Some people, idiots, read this and were like, I just had a great workout, but I ain't coming back no time soon. Like, he's saying that as a matter of fact. But why, this is what I get. Like, why would he put cap if he is going to then contradict? No, why would he confirm what Shams says if he said something was cap? Why I have to even dive into this? It's very obvious that the guy was being sarcastic, but this was something that even had to be reported by the beat guys, Ira Winderman and Anthony Chang afterwards, because they had to come out and be like, Tyler's tweet was sarcastic. And that Anthony writes on Tyler Herro, because we are still waiting. We want to know where are things at with Tyler Herro and where is there a possibility that it comes back? Because, Shams making it seem like I don't really know. And I guess the reporting from Ira and Anthony kind of confirms that there's still a possibility that he comes back, but it's not known that he's going to come back. It's not really known that he could have the load of it. So I guess what has gone down, let me read from the Miami Herald first. Herro Herro's tweet was one of sarcasm. He remains on track to return at some point this season after receiving a PRP injection on March 15th. He was expected to be reevaluated in 1 to 2 weeks from that date, with this upcoming Friday making 2 weeks since the injection. Okay. Interesting for a couple of reasons. One, there is Heat practice tomorrow. I suppose there's a chance the Heat reporters, I'll be on the air, but the people who will be there will see, is Tyler Herro working out with anybody? Will they hide Tyler Herro? Will Spo say, I'm imagining Spo's going to have to answer something about it because Tyler commented on it. If he didn't, then I imagine they could have just gone status quo on what they've been, which is he's making progress, he's doing the things that he can, which is maybe what Spo's going to say anyway. But because the date is there of this is 2 weeks since his reevaluation, we don't know. Anthony goes, while there's still no clear timetable on his return, with the Heat just 10 games left in the regular season, the expectation is that Herro will play again this season if his foot continues to respond well to the treatment. Okay, so it seems like it has been going well. That's why Tyler can have a nice workout, and that's why he can be sarcastic and say, but I'm not coming back anytime soon. Now, I think it should be said that Tyler Herro, if he is good to come back, it should be noted that, hey, just because he's come back, what then is the ramp up? What is the workload that he can take? Does he start? How many minutes does he play? What can the Heat expect from a Tyler Herro coming off of this very sensitive injury that has taken a lot of time to get back to remind you, this is something that happened in the All-Star break that he aggravated this. So we're talking almost, 2 months if he comes back by next week? Because even if he is able to come back and is starting to ramp up in the middle, there's not going to be many games left for Tyler Herro to play unless the Heat have a deep playoff run. So it is an interesting thing to note. Ira had reported on his end, the fifth-year Heat guard did have a vigorous workout Wednesday while the rest of the team was off. But the reality remains that after taking a PRP injection with medial tendonitis in his right foot, according to a source familiar with the approach, it was supposed to be a week off followed by a 2-week ramp-up. Such a timetable would make late next week the earliest time for a return. So, look, Tyler could call cap on it because I think Tyler was trying to respond to the idea that, there's no shot he comes back this season. I don't think anybody was under that impression that there was no shot that he comes back, but it does still remain. We don't really know. We think that he'll be back, and we really are hopeful. God, do the Heat need him? I mean, this Heat team stinks at offense. They need scoring. I just want, all things being aside, and all things kidding aside, and all takes about Tyler Herro, who has been very polarizing. Let me be very clear on this: the Miami Heat need Tyler Herro scoring. I don't give a rat's ass if the dude sits out there blindfolded on defense and you think he's the worst defender known to man, which he's not. They need his scoring. They need Tyler Herro shooting, and they need Tyler Herro to prove to everybody that this guy can perform. First of all, stay durable and stay reliable, but mostly can perform on a playoff stage. It is critical to the Miami Heat, okay? So I want that just to be on the record from my standpoint. I think the Heat need Tyler Herro. Whether that is coming in off a bench role and he provides the spark just to limit the minutes, whatever it is, they need as much offensive punch as they could possibly get. This team has been putting off non-hundies on the regular. It has been sad. I don't remember who tweeted it out. I apologize. But somebody had put I want to say it was Platinum something. Was it? I don't know. I forget. I'm sorry. But they had said that the Heat are, for non-100-point performances, the Heat were nipping on the heels of the Trailblazers. That's horse bleep in this day and age. Even with the whole NBA adjusting to the league and trying to get scoring down, trust me when I tell you the Heat did not need any help in that regard. They have been awful on offense, and they need as much firepower as they can get. Ergo, they need Tyler Herro. So if Tyler Herro is telling you he's going to be ramped up and ready to go for the playoffs, holla frickin' luya. I need to see that. However, I will say, as aside from this, if Tyler Herro feels the need to make a statement on this, and he's a very honest guy, he's very forthcoming on a lot of stuff, but he does like to put out his cryptic social media tweets. This is less cryptic. This is pretty flat out there. If he is putting this out there that he's ramping it up, he needs to realize, okay, well, you're putting the pressure on yourself. You're then telling everybody, no, I am going to be out there and I am going to perform. And I think that he welcomes that. He said last year before his hand broke, he knew that the playoffs were going to be a big proving ground for him. And it was unfortunate. He had to be on the sidelines and watch his team go to the NBA Finals. I never agreed with the idea that him being gone was a reason for them going there and going that far. But there's if you don't like it's the old quote from Mike McDaniel, and I don't know if you guys know this. This quote is actually in Bam's locker. So if you go in the Heat locker room, there's cards all over the place, right? A lot of guys have little quotes. I don't know if it's Riley who gives them. I'm not sure, but some guys will have quotes in their locker. And Bam's, he has a quote from Mike McDaniel in his locker, and the quote is, "If you want the narrative to change the narrative." And that's what is on Tyler Herro. So if he wants the narrative on his durability and his playoff performance to change, he's got to go change the narrative. And that's not with tweets. That's with performance on the court. And I'm rooting for it. I want to see the kid succeed. I want to see the kid flourish. I would love it. I would love nothing more than the Miami Heat to go to the NBA Finals again, for him to be a big reason for it, and the Miami Heat not having to go chase anybody. That would be a dream for the Heat fan. Any Heat fan that's not rooting for that is silly this season. But he's got to go prove that. He has to go change the narrative. So hopefully he's right. This is Cap. Everyone's full of crap. He comes back on the court and balls out.